Hey, this is Robbie Henderson and Travis Bell with the Bell Henderson team. And today we're doing something a little different than talking about the numbers that drive real estate, but we're talking about the market of the moment.
Robbie and I and Colleen, everyone on our team, we've been having this, sensing something's happening in our market. And so we went out and just kind of started digging around with the information to kind of prove what's going on. So what we're seeing is that we're finally seeing an increase in inventory, which we've been begging for the last 6 to 8 months. And I think every realtor out there, every buyer out there would also agree that we need more options for our clients to buy. With that, we're also seeing a decline in the number of homes that are contracting, right? And so there's many different explanations, and depending on who you talk to, we can come up with probably 15 reasons. However, we think we've narrowed it down to last year was unprecedented, right? You can't use last year as a gauge for any normal market, because I don't think we really had our seasonality last year. I think we had a pause and then a full-on gangbusters the rest of the year. Whereas I think this year we're starting to see some of that seasonality kick back in with summertime, people on vacation, I think is a component of what's happening. I also think that a big component is I think some buyers are finally going, okay, I've had enough, right? I've had enough. I put an offer in on 10 homes. I've lost them all. I've released all my contingencies and I'm not getting them. And I'm just making that up. But I mean, some people are getting to that point where they're just like, I'm out, I'm not doing it anymore. So, maybe they're taking a breath temporarily and just going on vacation like the rest of the world is at this time. Maybe they're saying, I'm going to pause for 2 years and I'm going to go rent and see what happens. Who knows? But those are some of the reasons that we're seeing. Would you agree, Robbie?
I would, and looking at it from the buyer's perspective, we're definitely feeling, some of our buyers have just said, hey, let me know in the fall. I'm going to take a break. I mean, we saw inventory so drastically low in April and May, and we are feeling the inventory coming up. But if I could use, the negative word, but what you're seeing is the sellers are getting a little too aggressive with their pricing. And you've seen some sellers, if we think your house is worth 800, they're wanting to sell it for 900. And I can't tell you how many conversations you've had with people that have said, I just want them to pay me more. And, and so I would just say, you're seeing it. You're also noticing it with other agents where they're doing price reductions. And they missed the mark. They missed the pricing. And, so I just see that's another component is the selling side. Those that did come on the market are going a little too aggressive.
So, like we've talked about before, like when we report the data, like the data of what's happening in our market, it's all historical, right? So it's all happened in the past. What we're trying to say is what's happening now and what's going to happen the rest of the year. And it's a crystal ball. We don't know. We really don't know. But we're just trying to tell you what we feel in the market is not necessarily what you're hearing in the news. And so we have to kind of prove what's happening, as we go along to say, here's what, we're proving what we're feeling. And the proof is that last June, we had 181 homes that went under contract, right? This year, we have 134 that went under contract. So that's, 26% less. I mean, that's with an increase in inventory, right? So that tells me, that it's quantifying kind of what Robbie and Colleen and I are feeling. Would you agree?
Yes. So what we're saying to you is it really is a market of the moment. And what we mean by that is we're giving you what we feel. We're backing it up with a little bit of data from the past month. And what we're trying to share with you is that in the market of the moment that we're feeling is it might just be vacations. It might just be a few of the buyers crying uncle, and it might just be some of the sellers having to readjust their prices to get back into the market. But it's still an extremely active market. We're still on the phone consistently, making transactions happen. And what I would tell you is if you have any questions about the market of the moment, please give Colleen, Travis, or me a call. And we'd love to tell you what's going on exactly at that time.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for tuning in today. And like as Robbie said, call us with any questions. Happy to chat. Thank you.
You.